Welcome. In front of me is a Motorola Edge 30 Neo, and today I'll show you a simple video on how we can apply a tempered glass to this phone. Now, as you probably can see, I'm going to be using a tempered glass for a different phone, but because the screen sizes are basically the same, this will work just fine. As you can see, it's basically perfect size. So that's what I'm going to be using it for this. Now, in your case, you might have a tempered glass that has a hole punch camera, specifically for the actual camera that is on here, or it could be a notch cut out like in certain cases it is on different phones. Let's see if I have one right here. Nope. So yeah, whichever case or whichever glass you have, you might want to change the way you apply it. Now, I'm going to quickly just go over how I apply my glass depending on what I have, but it's virtually the same. So I start off with the top of the phone, and what I do is pinch the glass, as you can see, and then by pinching the glass, I also align it with the phone bezels, and I start off at an angle so I can align it correctly right here. So if there is a notch or a hole punch camera, I will align that, or align the actual glass according to the hole punch or the notch, so it aligns perfectly. Once it is, I'll just put a little bit more force so it doesn't move, at least at the top side right here, and then slowly drop it down with the same logic of pinching the glass and the bezels, so it just kind of drops in the middle. So that's kind of how I do it, and what seems to be working for me just fine. Now, to get started with the actual application, with the actual glass, there we go, you should get one of these things, wet and dry wipes. And now, in the case of this particular manufacturer, they're including these absolutely pitifully small wipes. So just to kind of showcase them, and in my opinion, they're not very usable. Here's the actual, like, fully unfolded size. I'm not sure what you're supposed to wipe with this one, but it's just garbage in my opinion. At this point, don't include any. So what I recommend doing is, if you have one, use a microfiber cloth. It works objectively actually better than these wipes. The wet wipe in particular, in the case of this manufacturer, leaves some like weird residue, and when you start wiping it off, it leaves smudges, and who wants smudges on their display? Now, microfiber cloth gets rid of all the grime and any kind of smudges as well. So let's clean it off completely. Now, the first time around cleaning your display, just make sure that you get all the kind of like dirt that it's caked into the display, and don't worry about the dust just yet, the dust that will probably settle on your display. As long as it can be wiped down relatively easy with just like a gentle pass, you're good to go. So there we go. My display is ready. As you can see, it has a couple like specks of dust, but at this moment it doesn't really matter. So now you want to grab your tempered glass. In the case of this glass, there is, as you can see, one side that you get to peel off. There are some tempered glasses that will have two sides, so you'll have one, and then if you flip it over, you'll have a two right here. In this case, you again start with the first one. Once you peel off the first one, it will reveal the sticky side on the tempered glass. So whatever you peel off right here, if I grab this and peel it off, what I'm holding right here, this thing, you throw that away, and this will reveal a sticky side on the actual tempered glass. So when you peel it off, you will do this. Place it like so. The second part of this, usually, or not usually, but always, is the protection to the actual tempered glass right here. But the one that I have right here has no protection. As you can obviously see, there's nothing to peel off. It's just straight away tempered glass. But just to kind of showcase how this would normally look like, maybe not in tempered glass form, but in this, whatever that is. So you can see we have two sides where you get to peel off, though here it's start and finish. Normally it's 1 and 2. So now that you know basically everything, let's begin. So I will peel off the cover I'll keep it upside down, so the sticky side is right here. And while doing so, I'm gonna quickly give it a pass just to get rid of any kind of dust, and then begin the application. Okay, so the top is aligned. I'm gonna press it down a little bit firmer and then drop it down, and that's it. And you can probably already see that it's sticking to the display. It does create a little bit of a bubble right here. I'm pretty sure that is just, yep, it's just a bubble. There's nothing under it, no dust or anything, so I can hopefully manage to push it out. Okay, I didn't push it out, it just kind of squeezed itself. I don't really want this. If you have something like this, eventually, like once the foam lays for a little bit, it will probably come back up as an air bubble. So what I recommend doing actually is grabbing the edge of the tempered glass, lifting it, and then just reapplying it back. And there we go. That's it. Now we do have some kind of like just weird specks right here, which look to be part of the tempered glass itself actually. See, I have like weird dots on here. They're not air bubbles and they're not like dirt. Not exactly sure what these are. I didn't really have them before ever, and I applied quite a few tempered glasses, so maybe the one that I grabbed was just a little bit faulty. Oh well, whatever it is, other than this little blemishes that are here that shouldn't be, no fault to application. The tempered glass, as you can see, is applied basically perfectly, and everything should work just fine now. So anyway, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.